Oh, okay. Is everybody here? It's like 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm trying to let me pull this up on YouTube. Give me just a second. I'm so drained. Hold up. Let me mute this so I don't start. Okay. Give me just a second. Oh, so y'all ran straight over here from Instagram. I just hit the live button. I didn't even prepare myself. Okay, give me just a second here. So can everybody see me and hear me? Okay, Minneapolis tea sippers. Okay, good, good. I wasn't sure because I never excuse me, I've never just went live. You know, I'm always like 20 minutes late. So it's weird just going live. Um, man. And I'm texting people in St. Paul. Like everybody's up. Everybody's texting. We're just all conversating. People are sending pictures and videos. The north side, if you're over north, the north side is getting tore up right now. You already know the north side, they don't give a shit during the day. So right now at night, all my people's on the north side, it's straight up anarchy. Be careful. The police are gone. On the south side, you guys are on your own. Over north, I'm assuming the north side police, they're watching all of this. After y'all burnt that precinct, not y'all, but you know what I'm saying? Not blaming y'all specifically, but my TV's on too. That precinct, once that got burnt, they left. Nobody has seen that one police officer on the south side of Minneapolis in over 6 hours. They're gone. So if anything happens, anybody's hurt, don't bother calling 911. It's a wrap. I'm so this whole situation is just mind blowing right now. It is mind blowing everything that's going on. It really is. Let me see something real quick. It is sad. Put a teacup because I want to see who's out here from the Twin Cities, who's still up. Put a teacup only if you're in the Twin Cities. If you're like in Brooklyn Center, um, Minneapolis, North Side, South Side, doesn't matter. St. Paul, the suburbs. Who is here from the Twin Cities? Put a teacup in the comment section on Facebook and on and on YouTube. I just want to see. Okay, so we got quite a few people in here. Somebody said I'm from Chicago. Didn't nobody ask you, Chicago people? I said Minneapolis, Twin Cities. Seen a lot of Chicagoers down there looting. Let me stop. But okay, good. So we got quite a few. That sounds like, let me just go live because it seems like nobody in the city right now can sleep. I just went on my deck trying to clear my head. I'm in the burbs and everything. You could smell the smoke. All that smoke from what they're burning out there in St. Paul, the wind is now blowing it towards the suburbs. It smells like a damn barbecue outside at almost 3 o'clock in the morning. I've never seen nothing like this, you guys. I've never seen anything like this. In my whole entire life, I never thought that I would live to see anything like this. um, I have to keep it very, very real. I feel like this is something bigger. And like I told you guys on Instagram, like I went live. I've been going more live on Instagram the past few days just because it's easier and I'm already filming with my phone. So I'd rather go live there because YouTube is so suppressive right now. And I didn't want to be, going live and not knowing what was going to be showing. I didn't want to show riots on YouTube and all that stuff. But okay, cool. My homeboy's about to jump on. He's coming too. They're over north. He's like, he can't believe this shit. They about to watch me now. They are tearing up. I just got sent video. The bank and shit over north, they done tore that shit up. The ATM, money's flying everywhere. This is anarchy. This is the purge. Okay? These are agent provocateurs who have come into our community. Now I'm not trying to say that black folks aren't out here, doing dumb shit too, because we've seen them. We've seen them stealing shoes and fucking flat screens. But the people who went in purposely to agitate the crowd were people from certain groups. And I don't want to say these names. I don't want my stream getting messed with. There were a lot. We were down there at the riot yesterday on the south side. There were so many white people there that just were not a part of the community, like I was saying on Instagram Live with Marianne. They were not a part of the community. They came prepared. The most regular people had on, just look at how like the regular people in the community were dressed. A lot of us didn't even have on face masks. We was like, fuck it. Some people had on face masks. These dudes were walking around with gas masks, umbrellas, chainsaws. Never seen a chainsaw a day in my life in real life. I've only seen them in horror movies. Why are you bringing a chainsaw with you to a peaceful protest? They came to wreck up shop. Once they broke into that auto zone, once they broke into that Target, they knew it was going to be open season. People were going to run in there and start taking stuff. I feel like all of this shit was planned, you guys. Like it's not sitting well with my spirit. I feel like everything from this iris, because I'm trying not to say the word, from this iris to the killing to what we have going on. Literally, y'all don't realize like every part of my city is on fire right now. It's being looted. It went from a small pocket of South Minneapolis when they were shooting at that memorial, when I showed y'all the video the other day, to the whole Hiawatha Lake gone. The Target has now burnt down to the ground. The Target I was in front of yesterday has burnt down. The auto zone that we were trying to get my friend's daughter, gone. Gone. My child was down there. I find out he's watching stuff collapse, fires. They couldn't get out. It was insane. It's just like, I just thank God everybody's home and safe. My friends' kids are all home and safe. It's no joke out here. It is no joke out here. They found out the police. I've heard all about the police officer. I don't want to put that out there because, again, I can't go off of Facebook rumors and innuendos. He does look like the agent provocateur, but me having a platform, I can't put that out without proof. Because the only proof that y'all have is the picture kind of looks like him and his ex-wife. The ex-wife could be bitter. I don't know. So I don't want to sit here and blame a random police officer if that is not the same guy who was out there doing some stuff. But I definitely believe he was an agent. Okay? Police officer or not, when you go down to a protest, he had an umbrella. He had that umbrella for a reason. So that way when they're doing aerial shots of the crowd, you can't see his face. He went in very tactical. Nobody else was dressed with a gas mask, had an umbrella. It wasn't raining at that point at all. It didn't rain at all that day. They had weapons I've never seen to break things. So he was definitely an agent provocateur, but I can't say that he was that, police officer. That'd be irresponsible of me as a social media person, journalist, whatever you want to call it, without solid proof. I can't go off of Facebook and the ex-wife. It's evil what's going on. I'm on the north side of Minneapolis. I can't believe what's going on. Crystal, baby, stay in the house. I just talked to my homegirl over north. Stay, whatever you do, do not leave. You know the north side is the worst part of the Twin Cities. They wild out during the day. I'm surprised. Like I told my homegirl, I said, I'm surprised that they just started wilding out over north. But I know what that is. All that darkness and wickedness comes out at night. I'm surprised it took them this long. They started wilding out about 11 o'clock. That's when I started getting phone calls, text messages, and videos. So if you're over north, do not go outside. Do not go peek and see what's going on. Stay in your home because if some shit jumps, the police are not coming. Nobody over south has seen any police in over 6 hours. They have left. And I'm assuming the north side police, they're not going to be too quick to come because right now, Broadway is starting to look like the south side. They are fucking up Broadway right now as we speak. And then did y'all see what what Trump said? Is the chat, everybody saying, is the chat tripping? Am I lagging? Let me know. Am I good? Do I need to go to Instagram? Let me know. Are we good? I missed some super chats. I'm sorry. The chat isn't working. No, you're fine. Okay, cool, cool. Alana Golab says, I fucking love you, T. Remember to protect your energy in all of this BS. Thank you for being the voice of reason. You are so welcome, and thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate it. Soccer Lover 530 says, praying for your city. Thank you so much. We definitely need all the prayer in the world. Claire says YouTube is tripping and taking our super chats in your name, but that's the least of our worries. I'm hoping to get through this. I love you. I love you too. I don't know what's going on right now with the super chats. I apologize. And I'm getting more text messages. Hold on. Aisha Queen says, hey T, finally able to catch a live. Your hair is amazing. I would love to know, where is it from? Greetings from the Netherlands. Girl, I don't know where this weave came from. Shit, out my weave closet. But thank you for the super chat, sis. I'm not being facetious. I really don't know. I've had it for a while. Yeah, I'm trying to preserve my energy. I'm back coughing. As y'all can see. And I think a lot of that is just my lungs are irritated from the tear gas and all that shit from the other night. It's been a lot to digest. I've shed a lot of tears. You know, I broke down crying on live. It is what it is. I'm not somebody who hides my emotions. If I'm angry, you're gonna know it. If I'm sad, you're gonna know it. And if I'm gonna cry, I'm just gonna cry. That's just what it is, you know. But this has been an emotional roller coaster. These last like 72 hours have just been crazy. You know, just everything that I've witnessed with my own eyes. It's so hard to process. It's so hard to process. Like, I feel like I'm living in a predictive programming movie. When we stepped out earlier to go to St. Paul, it's like those flames were pulling us over there. So we got out, we parked. And I'm like, you know, we're going to go down there real quick before we head to Minneapolis. And I think everything happens for a reason. You know, people are like, oh, well, you shouldn't be out there, this and that, whatever. I was out there. It is what it is. I feel like everything happens for a reason, because if we wouldn't have did that pit stop in St. Paul, we were heading to Minneapolis. That pit stop in St. Paul, once I felt that energy, it let me know this shit is getting worse. This was even worse than yesterday at the riot. And the part that we were at was probably the safest part, on the back end of Target, closest to the freeway, because where my child and where her child was at, thank God they made it home last night. You know, it's just it's crazy. It is crazy. People sat and watched buildings collapse to the ground from fire. I mean, nobody can sleep. My son is up. Everybody's up. Like, we have not been able to sleep. We're taking cat naps here and there. People's energy is so off. Like, everybody's just so scared. We don't know what is next. It's nerve-wracking. We're all dealing with PTSD right now. On top of seeing that man, Mr. Floyd, killed, the aftermath, it's going to be straight PTSD. But I thank goodness that we got out the car. We went to go check out what was going on. And I saw that. When I saw that, and I just felt that energy and just those different people, and there were people there just to simply cause chaos. They just wanted chaos. You could just tell, like, they were just so giddy and hype. And meanwhile, I'm like literally trying not to break down crying, because I've walked those streets 1,000 times throughout my teenage and childhood years. I'm trying not to break down crying. Meanwhile, people are giddy and happy, and like, we're watching people's Facebook lives. They're literally being mesmerized by the flames. They're being mesmerized by the chaos. They're so mesmerized, they don't even realize that they're telling on themselves. I'm watching people just destroy stuff. Bring the gas can. We about to burn this bitch up. And I'm like, bro, your whole name. This is your Facebook. What are you doing? It's something demonic right now that's taking over our city, and it's spreading. I get home, I'm watching the damn news. They're rioting in New York. They just arrested 40 people in New York. They're rioting in Louisville, Kentucky, over behind Breonna. They're out there rioting. They're rioting in LA. They're rioting in Chicago. This is spread. Whatever this is, it's spreading. And our dear president is using all of this to his advantage. Those tweets that he sent out to Minneapolis, that was a signaling. That was a straight up signaling. Let me pull this up so I can share my screen with y'all. I don't care what nobody says. That was him signaling some shit. He's trying to mess with our city. Let me see. How do I do this? I'm so confused right now. I don't even know how to do this shit. Okay. Right here. I don't even know if I can see. You know what? Did I do it right? Yeah. He says, I can't stand back. Oh, you know what? It's showing like, hold on. I think I did it wrong. Like, I'm like so tired right now. Hold on. Let me take this off. Let me try this again. Because I want to read to y'all what he said. Give me just a second. I don't know what the fuck to choose. Okay. I think that's better. Okay, perfect. Sorry, I clicked the wrong thing. So he says, I can't stand back and watch this happen to a great American city, Minneapolis. A total lack of leadership. Either the very weak radical left mayor, Jacob Fry, get his act together and bring the city under control, or I will send in National Guards to get the job done right. Then he says, these thugs are dishonoring the memory of George Floyd, and I won't let that happen. Just spoke to Governor Tim Walz and told him that the military is with him all the way. Any difficulty, and we will assume control. But when looting starts, the shooting starts. Thank you. That is a message from our commander-in-chief. That is the message that he just sent to the people of the Twin Cities. That he's willing to take y'all out. That's not coming from the governor. That's not coming from the mayor. That's coming from the president. You can't tell me this is not something bigger. He says, when you loot, we shoot. The National Guard's already here. I'm in the burbs. We've seen the military vehicles earlier today. They are protecting all the suburban stores. Target is shut down. Walmart is shut down. Hy-Vee is shut down. There's military vehicles. They've been sent in the National Guards. They're not protecting the hood. They're letting y'all burn that shit down. They're not going to let y'all bring that to the suburbs. They already protected the suburbs. The National Guards are out here. They're not going to let y'all come this way. So I feel like this is a bigger plan. They bring in the National Guards, but not to stop the looting and the bullshit in the hood. They bring them to the suburbs to protect stuff. Do y'all know Grand Avenue in St. Paul? I just got word, nothing touched. That's the rich place. That's the rich area of St. Paul. Not one thing has been touched on Grand Avenue. Ask yourself that. Not one thing. We got 3,000 people in here. There's a lot of people who are up. Let me read some of these super chats. Shay sent $3.99. She says, sending prayers and hugs. Thank you so much, Shay. I appreciate it. See, Bath Israel says, I live in Louisville. 7 people were shot here during the protest. Wow. Thank you for the super chat. That's crazy. 7 people shot during their protest. We had 1 man killed yesterday. And what's so crazy is we found out about all this shit as it was happening in real time. We knew about this stuff that was going on at Cadillac Pond before the news media. Because as we were like trying to, back away from Target when we got them, because we ran several times. They kept shooting rubber bullets at people. They were tossing tear grenades. So there's several times during that live I had to run for my fucking life. And so when we end up getting back closer, like towards the bridge, That's when that dude came up to me with the bandana tied on his face, and he was like, yo, they just broke into Cadillac Pond. They just wrecked shop in there. They're taking everything. And that was further down Lake Street. Then we find out, like, not even when we got back up to our, towards the car, back up to the bridge, we find out when they went in there to go loot, the owner pulled out a gun and he shot. And the dude that got shot, he died right there in front of Cadillac Pond. He died on the street. It's crazy. It's real. Amy sent 1499. She says stability. Thank you so much, Amy. Appreciate it. Shanda says, love you, T, and your content. Stay safe and prayers. Positive energy from Illinois. Thank you. I need all the positive energy I can get. I do. Thank you for the 1499, Jacqueline Dyson. I appreciate it, sis. Yolanda Drinker, thank you for the 20. Andrea 1 sent 40 in I think it's E, like European money. Thank you. Thank you so much. Let me see. Farah Suber says, I also believe that there's an overall agenda. We've been watching the escalations. I don't believe society is close to getting better. There's a peak and we're going to hit it where will truly be a return to 1984. Thank you for the super chat. And I definitely agree. It's something, there's something in the mix. You can feel it in the air. You can feel it in the air. Minnesota, I was talking to Dollface earlier, and he lives in LA. And I was just telling him, like, I could see this in LA, I could see this in New York, I could even see this in Atlanta. Minnesota technically is just not that place. It's very liberal, a lot of, it's more white. It's just not that type of place. You know what I'm saying? Like it's very weird. It just seems very planned. It's hard to explain. It does not seem genuine. And I'm not saying that the people, the minority people are not wrecking shop either. But what they're doing, that's just more opportunist, being opportunist because, it's chaos. So let me just run and go break into the pawn shop. Let me go run and go steal fucking shoes from Sports Dome. It's very, they're being opportunist. But the overall big picture, it's something bigger than that. They went into loot, but who started the fires? It just makes your mind just spin. Miss Hunty, I like that name. She says, first time doing a super chat. Love you, T. I'm scared of how quickly this has spread across the country. I'll cherish the time I got in Vegas here before the country breaks in to a full-out purge. Yes, sis, and that is what's scaring me too. It's one thing to be in the Twin Cities and we're living this, we're watching this, we're watching grocery stores be burnt down, gas stations be burnt down, looted. I mean, it's so surreal. Like, I feel like it's a war zone. Helicopters been flying all day, sounds that I'm not used to hearing. Just things just being launched at you. You don't know if it's a bullet or if it's a rubber thing. And then if you get hit, they leave welts this big. This huge welts. They're big enough to knock you out. And so to see how fast this is spreading across the country, this is a toxic, dark, demonic energy. Let me show y'all something else. And shout out to Mr. Deontay Towner. I love him. He's from LA. This is a video that he sent me to my DM. He did on TikTok. Do you know that the guy, Gregory Floyd, him and the cop, a woman is coming out saying that at one point in time they worked together. They knew each other. This is strange, you guys. Watch this video. Watch this video really quick. It's just strange. It does not make any sense to me. Give me just a second. Pull this out so I can see what's going on. Yeah, y'all have to see this video if you have not seen it on my Instagram. This is very weird. Oh, I got so much stuff going on here. What window am I trying to show? Hold on. on. Where is the... Bear with me. It's 3 a.m., so I think I'm just tired. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. All right, y'all go ahead and listen to this real quick. Listen to what he has to say. He talks kind of fast because it's a TikTok, but just digest this.
Breaking news. It has been reported that Mr. Floyd and the officer that killed him may have known each other. Let's get into it. This lady right here went on national TV and said that she used to be the club owner and they both worked for her as security.
Close up. And that's when I said, oh my God, that's him.
They were the same club before their final encounter that left one dead and the other at the center of national outrage.
They were working together at the same time. It's just that Chauvin worked outside and the security guards were inside. What if he could have just said, hey man, you and I worked together at my place, man? Like, remember me?
She also said that she cannot confirm if they actually knew each other, but all of this is becoming strange and it's uncomfortable. My question to you all is, do you think that Mr. Floyd and the officer knew each other? And does this whole story make you feel uncomfortable? Like something isn't right and there's more to the story? TikTok Court of Law, what are your thoughts?
Okay, so that is what Deontay had to say. Give me just a second here. Tell me that's not a weird, strange coincidence. And you know what's crazy? When I had posted that on my Instagram, people started pointing out like, this is like the second national situation where a cop and a, person knew each other outside of the death. Remember Amber Yeager and Bolton Jean? Remember they supposedly didn't know each other. She just walked into the wrong apartment. And then we found pictures of them together. Tell me this is not a deja vu. This is Botham Jean and Amber Geiger all over again. Do y'all remember that story? Like it's just weird. So now they've known. So then that makes me think like, was there some type of issue between the two of them? Is that why he didn't move? Is that why he felt nothing when he was leaning on that man's neck? It's just weird. It's getting really, really weird. Catherine says her chat got deleted. Okay, I am Tivia says, T just got here, but did you hear about the undercover cop? They started saying leading the riot. Yep, we talked about that earlier. I don't want to say his name. We talked about it at the beginning of the stream. I've seen it. I've seen all the information, but I can't put it out there because until it's verified by a legal source that is 100% the cop, I don't want to put that misinformation out there. Because right now, the only confirmation that the internet has is his ex-wife. And that says a lot. It's an ex. So I can't use that as proof. But yeah, I did talk about it. So thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it. Dion Network says, hey, T, love you, praying for you in your city. There's a lot of information coming out about the cop. He's very shady and an open history. Yep, I've been hearing that he's been involved in like other shootings and, abuse of power situations before. But the part that very much intrigues me is what was the real connection between him and Gregory. That's what I want to know more about. Pamela Marlborough says, thank you for showing us the ugliness. Stay safe. My prayers are with you in your city and the whole state. Thank you so much, sis. I appreciate it. Yeah, like I said, and usually it's not, I don't go around just going to protest and showing up at riots. Like that's not my thing. I just really don't. But it's something about this situation. It's something about this energy. It's brought out the whole city. My homeboy called me yesterday. He was calling to check on me. And he said, where are you at? I said, I'm at the protest turn riot. He said, you're like the 20th person I've called. He said, literally the whole St. Paul's at this riot. It's like everybody showed up like it was a concert. It's like something just drug the whole city. My child was there. I had no idea. I was there. He had no idea. My friend's daughter went down there. She had no idea. There's a 13-year-old down there stealing cars and ramming into buildings. I'm sure his parents had no idea. Something drug everybody down there to Lake and Hiawatha. It was like, did you see how, like, as I'm driving, it's like we're screaming because all the cars in front of us are literally stopping at the same time. We're trying not to hit each other. We're trying to park and everybody's jumping out their car. It's like, it was like an energy that pulled everybody. Did y'all see how many people, when I was filming, how many people just hanging on the bridge looking over at the flames and the chaos? It's something that drug everybody out. Because he was like, I think I'm the only person in the entire city that's at home. He's like, literally everybody's down there. They had to be. You figure we didn't even get up out of there till 3 o'clock in the morning. That's how crazy it was to just leave. Yeah, I mean, I ended up live streaming in my car like an additional hour, just waiting for the cars that blocked me in to, hopefully come back from the damn riot so I could pull out. Then eventually, one of the cars left and I was able to creep my car out. But it's some type of energy right now that's going on in our city. It's some type of energy. Whatever was manifesting on Lake and Hiawatha that caused people to start looting and rioting and doing all that stuff, that energy was then carried into these other cities. There were so many people from St. Paul who came from the river, from over the river to Minneapolis. They all came there, absorbed that chaotic energy, and by 10 o'clock in the morning, I'm getting blown up. The Midway's getting looted. They're running into this store. They're breaking into the Target. They're looting. Then it went from the Midway. Then all that energy transferred down to Sunray. Then all that energy transferred over to Signal Hills. And now that same energy has now transferred back over to Minneapolis, but not the South Side. They're still, they're burning up shit and they're still out there protesting. It's now gone to the North Side, to places that just really didn't have anything to do with the incident. They're now all looting. Brooklyn Park, Brooklyn Center. This is scary. It's really scary. Sidekick Face says they lit the Apple Valley courthouse on fire. So Apple Valley's on fire? Lord, I didn't know that. And Apple Valley's a pretty decent area. They had an amazing basketball team, but most of the really good players left. That's crazy. That's crazy. This is why Walmart stopped selling handguns. T, did you hear what happened to the girl in Toronto? I heard bits and pieces. Somebody said that if that's the case, police officer pushed her off the balcony. I haven't seen the video. I seen murmurs about it. T, they're saying the case does not have enough evidence to press criminal charges. They want this. Like I said, even during the press conference where my media friend was at, he started giving everything the side eye when they kept asking for more video evidence. It's like, well, what more evidence do y'all need? This is the video that went viral that has the whole world just, in shock. And that's now creating all of this chaos. So for them to say that they need more evidence to charge, this is why they're even, still writing and still being out there, because people feel like justice is not being done. So they don't care, but they don't realize they're ruining their own community, unfortunately. Miss 789 Seeds and 20, she says, I love you, lovely T. This is my first time on your live. I'm praying for you, your family, and city. We are really living in the last days. The Bible is revealing itself. Stay safe. Amen. I believe that wholeheartedly. A lot of stuff is being revealed. The chaos, the anarchy. It's crazy. Like, this is, think about it. Think about 2020. And if you guys haven't, please hit like, so more people who might be up, and I know it's 3 o'clock in the morning, it will bring more people here. But think about this real quick. I hit refresh just so in case it was lagging. Since 2020 has started, we lost a major icon in Kobe Bryant. We've dealt with plagues. Remember, plagues were in the Bible back then. And of all plagues, locusts, like we're in the Bible days. Remember the locusts? They were ravaging Kenya, East Africa. I reported on it. Then comes the corona, because it was around the same time. So then the coronavirus was taking hold in China. Damn, I said the word. Sorry. The virus. Then the virus came to America. Then you started having people dying, dying from this. I do believe like this is some like Bible type stuff. And then you have this sacrifice. That's what I'm gonna call it now. Because it looked like some type of esoterical sacrifice with what that cop did to Mr. Floyd. The way he looked into the camera, the way he felt no shame, because like I said in my last live, usually when you're doing something wrong and you're being filmed, you're going to tighten up. You're going to straighten up. You're going to stop doing whatever wrong you're doing. It's no different than if you catch your child in the midst of doing something, they know that they're caught, they automatically stop. He didn't do that. He looked dead into the camera, had a smirk on his face, and dug in deeper. Almost like, oh, y'all want to film this shit? I'm going to show you. I'm going to show the world, because something like that's going to go viral. So I thought that was just very strange, just looking at all of this coming together. So you have this, and then now you have chaos and riots and looting. It feels like something out of the Bible verse. Rumors of war. Yep. And don't forget, they're over there in China wilding. They're over there now. Mainland China is back trying to punk Hong Kong and take their freedoms from them. And the people in Hong Kong are now fighting back. So there's like all this disruption in the world. Not only here, but overseas. It's something in the air. It was ritual. Sorry. We are watching it in real time. Nation shall rise against nation. Race shall rise against race. It was like it was premeditated. I wonder if he was a plant. I'm happy to see people of all races in a peaceful protest. Yeah, it was a beautiful thing. The first day when I got down there and I was going live and showing you guys, and with so many people from every color of the rainbow, and people being able to express themselves and talk about how they're feeling. But all that stuff has changed so much. It's changed. Whew. Just keep praying, you guys. YouTube has started censoring and disabled videos pertaining to the riots and protests. They have been deleting videos and messing up chats. I can believe it. Lynching is back. I feel 5G has something to do with it, controlling people's emotions. It may. You never know. You never know. A demon in flesh straight from hell. I'm honestly scared. It's that time. It's the same time every year. The locusts are in India now. Earthquakes everywhere. Read Matthew 24. China is also trying to keep U.S. citizens stuck there. Why? Do they need hostages? Wow. Wow. Yeah, they've made it really impossible. Even, my Chinese friends over there, they're just kind of in limbo right now. They couldn't come back if they wanted to. It's that bad. Princess Aaliyah, stay safe. T. Hope you're doing good. I am. George Soros is behind this. This is spiritual warfare. There's spiritual warfare all over the world. I agree with that, Latanya. I'm just reading some of the regular comments here. I definitely agree. It's something spiritual. It's something spiritual that's going on. This is not normal. And I want to be the face. Think about it. I'm probably the only person on social media that reps Minnesota. Everybody else is, LA to the death of me, New York from the Bronx. So when people think of Minnesota, like, as far as like influencers, they probably like, oh, damn, T, she's from Minnesota, Twin Cities. And that's what I want to, make people aware. Like, this is not normal. This is unprecedented. I've never seen my city like this. We didn't even do this during Philando Castile. This is unprecedented. So I'm just tired of the whole narrative, like, oh, Minnesota, just a bunch of savages and monkeys and thugs running around. Or else the other narrative is, yeah, they're about that life. That's what's up. We need to be more like Minnesota. And now other states are now emulating what they're seeing. But it's something way bigger behind all of this. There's a way bigger agenda. Because for the most part, Black folks will loot some shit. That's been, we've seen that on camera. They might go into a store, break a window, take some shit. Minority people, Indians, Latinos, they'll do the same thing. but it's very rare that you'll see them running around with chainsaws and sawing, utility poles to break cameras. And, it was just too many agent provocateurs. And I believe those were the ones who set the fires. Because once the goods were gone, once everything was looted, okay, what was the point of setting the fires? It's like they were setting these different fires to distract, because as soon as one fire popped up over here, then the police's attention is diverted over there, the fire trucks and everything else. Now we can go to this part of the city and loot. Lena Lewis says, please, my lovely darling, get some sleep and rest if you can. I will. Thank you so much for the super chat. Princess Aikide says, hey T, YT is playing with me, would not let me send my original super chat, but T, stay safe out there. We need to fight this together. Love you. I love you too, and thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. Deaf Baby says, T, the cop were fake, the ambulance were fake plates, uniforms, cop that arrested him. Okay, you're one of them deep deep conspiracy theorists, honey, where everything's fake, everybody's a crisis actress. Not clowning you, and thank you for the super chat, but I know where you're going with this. I don't want to say everything's fake, because again, I'm here in the city. These fires aren't fake. Me running for my life was not fake. Something is going on. So I can't do that. We're not all crisis actors and actresses. I couldn't fake that type of sheer terror in my voice when I was running yesterday, when they started shooting those rubber bullets, if I wanted to. Alexin Gonzalez says, hey T, stay safe. Do you think the cop who murdered George is a part of the Brotherhood or Masonry? That would make sense. They're trying to push an agenda. I don't know. I don't know too much about him, but I don't even want to tell this T. I'm going to leave that alone, because it would be too much. I'm not going to tell this T, but people have been digging into some stuff about him. And I'll leave it at that. Erica Graziano says, hey T, I hope you're doing okay. Did you see what T.I. posted recently about Blackout Today 2027 720? I think it's a great way to get the attention where it belongs. Stay safe. Thank you so much. I honestly, I haven't been paying attention to too many celebrities. Besides Cardi, Cardi actually called to check on me, make sure I was okay, things like that. And I definitely appreciate her for that. She's just been wonderful, just like a friend, just genuinely checking. And, oh my God, you got me over here breaking down too. And so I think it's a good start, but I can't take a lot of these celebrities seriously. I just can't. I think putting your money where your mouth is a great start, but why are we waiting till, is there like a specific reason why we have to wait till July 7th, 2020? Is there a specific reason why they couldn't do it like 2 weeks from now, 3 weeks from now? Did he say? I'm not being facetious. I'm just wondering, like, was there a significance to why he picked 7/7? Because I'm always going to look at stuff esoterically. So why did he pick 7/7/2020? That just those numbers. As soon as you wrote that, I just got a feeling. So I don't know. Does anybody know why he picked those dates? Or am I just crazy? Look, somebody said T.I. can expeditiously shut the hell up. Y'all are a mess. They are messing up your chat. There's nothing I can do about that. Sorry. Easier to remember. 7 is completion. Can y'all see me? They like kicked me off. I don't even know if you can see me. Can y'all? How many texts?